World Predictions with Trinity Oracles. For you guys not know, this is Jasmine, Erica, and I'm Jasmine Cancer, and I'm Erica. Today we're going to do random world predictions, and
we're telling you what's in the future of the world and what's to come. All right.
Yes.
So this isn't based on 2024. This isn't based on 2025. This is just what's in the near future. So let's rock and roll.
Yes, if you guys learn how to make predictions like us, check out our Oracle Card Readers Academy.
Yes, links in the description box below. And if you'd like to book a reading with Trinity Oracles, one of the sisters, go to trinityoracles.com. That link is also in the description below. And join our Patreon where we did some hot, juicy topics. So
let's get started.
Let's roll. So let me talk about France real quick. France is going to be hitting the news. Why? Because there's a big COVID wave. It's not going to be considered pandemic levels, but it's literally like so bad, it could be considered a pandemic. So those of you in France, please, 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 make sure you're doing your vitamin C. Make sure you're getting immunity boost. Spirit told me ahead of time, this is going to be one of the worst, not worst, but this is going to be a really bad cold, flu, and influenza season this year. But like I said, France is going to be hit the worst. Please, you guys, garlic, garlic, garlic. They said that pretty much, it's not that, it may not get rid of COVID, because I really feel like this is going to be really bad COVID, but it can actually help either slow down COVID or whatnot. But please do as much garlic as possible. Continue to talk about France. Paris will be under terrorist attack. France will have a historic election. France's birth rate falls, but they will get back up. And actually, France considers leaving the European Union. The country will be split on whether they should leave or not. So that's what I have for France. Oh, and by the way, there is, I don't think this is for France, but let's just talk about Europe in general. The first woman president or prime minister in a European country. It will be widely celebrated across the entire world. I see her in a red suit, but I'm not sure if the red suit represents her political affiliation, stance on something, or simply her outfit of choice.
Wow. Okay, so Cher is going to have a grandchild finally. Good for her. Amy Winehouse's family will make allegations about Hollywood and the pitfalls of fame. They said the family now feels safe to speak now that all this stuff about how Hollywood really is out in the public. Jay-Z is also going to have a book deal and maybe also a surprise album.
Wow.
His wife Beyonce will be making a reggae or reggaeton inspired album, and also she'll be coming out with skincare.
But you know, speaking of Beyonce actually, we put on the Celebrity and World Predictions blog, but I do see Beyonce getting major awards and accolades for her country album, where she said it's not a country album, it's a Beyonce album. But regardless, she's going to be getting major awards for either a single or the album or whatnot. So be on the lookout. We actually have some more predictions about Beyonce. We have a couple of them that we just put up recently, and Rumi and
Sir? Is that the...
No, what's that girl's name?
Blue.
I was going to call her North, but that's not North. But anyways, let's keep rocking and rolling.
Martin Lawrence will be making a comeback to the big screen. So for you Martin Lawrence fans, he is coming back, and he will be successful.
Nice.
People with mermaid encounters will start sharing their stories and footage showing that mermaids actually do exist. They actually do exist. And Spirit said also the dirty water that we have is actually killing the mermaid population.
Oh, wow.
And they keep saying they can't breathe.
Wow.
Someone is going to come out and claim that they have proof that the Anunnaki actually did create humans. Spirit said this is completely fake evidence, and the story is not true. They said this person simply just loves attention.
Wow.
Solar eclipses will actually start occurring more often than usual. It's going to baffle scientists.
Didn't you say something about a cult leader possibly?
Yes, there is going to be a cult for you guys who love cults. There's going to be a new cult leader who's going to emerge, and he is going to claim that he came from the core of the earth or the center of the earth. People actually, unfortunately, are actually going to believe him, and a lot of people are going to join his cult, and they say he's going to be all over social media recruiting people. Spirit said, do not join, please. It's all baloney, basically.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Public schools will become the norm. Let me see what I wrote. The public school system is going to be making simulation programs for immigrants of all ages at public schools, and people are going to be super pissed off because they're going to be like, why are you using this money to make an assimilation program and use the money to help our kids instead of these kids? But Spirit says it's not just going to be kids in these assimilation programs, also going to be adults also.
Wow.
Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of protests and backlash. They said don't be shocked, a lot of people actually pull their kids out of school because of these stimulation programs.
Wow.
There's going to be a Mother Teresa movie made. It's going to show who she really was. They said they're going to paint her out to be a monster. And they said people who love Mother Teresa, who don't know who she really is, because people said that she was a scammer. Spirit said she was a scammer. They said they're going to paint her out as a scammer and a monster. People aren't going to believe it. And people will be like, I dare you say that Mother Teresa, she was a saint. Because she actually was considered a saint in this lifetime. Yeah.
But you know what? There was already stuff coming out about her. So for you guys who are Mother Teresa enthusiasts, there was actually already stuff that came out claiming that she was a scammer, and that she was working with not Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein.
No, Ghislaine Maxwell's dad.
Exactly.
And and that's supposed that she was using the girls that she would get, that she was quote unquote helping. She was actually putting them in prostitution and selling them to elite rich people.
And this is all alleged. But this is going to be on like a bigger scale, and this movie is going to be seen by more people versus a documentary that only a limited amount of people see.
And Spirit says it's going to receive the same backlash from just like the Da Vinci Code movie did with Tom Hanks. Like people like, I dare you say that about this saintly woman, but Spirit's like, what they're saying about her is actually true. She was a scammer and a monster and just greedy.
Wow.
They said in the future a new Earth actually will be discovered for humans. Species already are going to be inhabiting that place, but they said whoever discovers this new Earth is actually going to wipe them out. So all the humans that go there are not going to know that there's been like humanoid. They say seriously, humanoid creatures already live there, and they said humans actually will successfully inhabit that new Earth.
Wow!
But they said there will be a war also, because they said other beings want that planet.
What?
They said there's going to be a war, and they said this is when aliens will actually start making comebacks and be in day-to-day lives like they used to be with like the Aztecs and the Mayans and stuff.
Now let me ask you this question.
This is a future.
But I mean, like, will we hear of a war? Or will the war be handled? We never hear about it.
No, this is going to be when the humans actually are on that Earth already.
Oh, so
then there's going to be a war of other like humanoids coming and be like, no, we want that. There is going to be a war over that new planet. What else did I have? Kamala.
I was just about to say Kamala.
My friend says that. He's like, it's not Kamala, it's Kamala. So Kamala Harris actually passed it to come back and bite her in the butt. Spirit said they're going to drag her in the headlines and bring all the stuff, shady stuff she did in the past to the future, including all her affairs she had to get to the top. Allegedly.
If you let us know if you guys are enjoying these future predictions, please comment below and let us know. You guys enjoy it.
Yes, and for people who have neurodivergence and people who are autistic, they said they're actually going to be using opera music to actually, I guess, like stimulate their brains more. And they say it's actually going to help people with autism and neurodivergence.
I heard the word is going to inhibit serotonin production. So I don't know if any of
opera raises vibration really well.
So inhibit.
And they said opera is actually going to be really big now. I actually like opera. They said opera's going to grow. People go, like opera's like the new it music.
Beyonce is a classically trained opera singer, actually.
And Kay Michelle too.
Oh yeah.
They both have beautiful opera voices.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up serotonin and neurodivergence and autism. I think autism is considered a neurodivergence.
I think so.
It's on the spectrum. There's so much nowadays. I don't know. It could be, but I think it is connected. I don't know.
Right. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were done. All right, in the weather, Spirit said buy your generators now if you do not have one. If you are living in a state where they're experiencing this horrific weather, they said buy your generator now. Spirit says the bad weather is just the beginning. Going into the fall and winter, they keep showing people's houses being iced in. So not being able to open up a door. Complete ice frozen over.
Now, is that for 2024 or 2025 or like when should people get prepared?
They said get prepared now.
Okay.
Buy your generators now.
Okay, and have it prepared.
And have it prepared
when this happens.
Yeah, they keep saying extreme rainy weather in northern states. They keep pinpointing New York. And celebrity news, Bruno Mars is going to make a return to the music scene.
Yes.
But they do show that, they keep showing that people, when he puts out a music, they're like, oh, you just threw that out there. It wasn't like your blood, sweat, and tears. He's like, I know people are going to like it anyway. Because you're going to like it anyway.
His last album, though, he said he wasn't going to make any more music anyway.
Yeah. Jada Pinkett Smith, they show a possible documentary she's gonna come up with talking about her spiritual and wellness journey and how she stays in shape. They said her mother could be included also, but they said it's gonna have backlash. It's gonna have mixed reviews because they keep saying Jada Pinkett's lifestyle. People are gonna be like, "Oh, well, you did this.
Like,
why
phony baloney?
Yeah, why would we believe that you're on this spiritual journey?"
Like they seriously said she doesn't get that people see through her BS. They said that's what she doesn't get.
They said Kylie Jenner. They said Kylie Jenner could be taking a possible step back from Kylie Cosmetics due to personal reasons. But they keep showing that people, when they do like makeup reviews, like, "Oh, I bought the new Kylie Jenner," whatever Kylie Jenner's makeup line is. The lipstick, it's not the same quality. They said the quality is gonna go down. But they said it will come back up. Because Kylie Jenner doesn't like that reputation. Like, my stuff was good, then it went down. She's like, I have to keep it made. Okay. They said John Gosselin could be back on your television screens. Could be in.
Okay.
Yeah, could be in a Surreal Life TV. I don't know if you guys remember the Surreal Life TV show or
something similar.
Yeah, he's gonna come back to TV. They said.
Maybe like Big Brother or something.
Something on the lines of that. They say he's coming back.
Oh, speaking of John Gosling, okay, on our blog where we do more celebrity predictions, actually, we put a prediction about Kate Gosselin. They said there's murder in her future. There's murder surrounding her, so her family's going to be devastated. So I did not channel if it's going to be Kate Gosselin getting murdered or someone connected to her is committing a murder. But just be on the lookout for that making national headlines. So, and by the way, they brought up Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams will be sadly passing within a year. Or more. It's like four. So there could be some like doctors give her 4 months to live, and maybe they, and then maybe found out after she passes that the doctors that gave her 4 months to live. I don't think she's going to be here for a total of 4 years, but I do see Wendy Williams unfortunately passing. And we did a reading on Wendy Williams, and we saw that unfortunately after her mother had passed, which we predicted her mother would pass that same year, that we would be losing Wendy Williams soon after. So I really think this is in a year or within a year.
All right.
So send prayers to her family now and to Wendy.
In health predictions, Parkinson's disease, there could be a possible treatment in the future. They keep showing it some type of like injection thing. They showed a guy claiming he could cure his Parkinson's disease. They said don't believe him. Chicken pox, for those of you who have small children, elementary school age, preschool, they said if you see something on your kid, take them to the doctors. They did show a small outbreak in the fall and winter months, colder months. They said, but in the Midwest.
Is that this year?
They said, but it can start up this year.
So it's gonna be a bad outbreak?
Yeah, they keep showing like an outbreak of chicken pox. And Spirit said doctors need to start checking thyroids. Thyroid conditions are going to be on the rise. They said particularly young men and young women.
You know what's so funny? They said it's because of unhealthy diet. And they said watch your proteins. So you might want to try and find antibiotic-free proteins, hormone-free proteins, stuff like that. They said watch your animal fats.
They also said also check your what's that stuff that body whey protein? They said that. They said they keep saying people take all those protein powders. They're like that stuff right there is messing with thyroids too. That's what keep saying. They said that's the culprit. That's what they said. So I don't know if they make a hormone-free protein powder.
And you said whey protein?
Whey is
that synthetic.
But I don't know what the protein do they put.
Because they got vegan and then they got whey.
But they just keep saying they keep saying it's the protein.
Powders.
They said it's the protein powder, so you just gotta put like a organic non-GMO protein powder.
Yeah, or non-whey or something.
Non-whey, whey's bad for you.
Look up, better yet, look up research. Whey protein and thyroid issues. Because they keep saying there's something already out that links whey protein or protein shakes or powders to thyroid
and people be
disorders.
Stuff. Yeah. Some people, that's all they do is protein powder all day. It's like you need to eat a sandwich. So they don't eat protein powder.
Protein. I need my protein.
I know someone who's doing that. Jackson's like that. Jackson's eating straight chicken all day.
Eggs too. Remember y'all?
Eggs.
I was eating so much eggs.
I can't eat eggs anymore. I don't like the smell. But yeah, the Spirit said go to your doctors, get your thyroid checked. They said even if you don't think you need to, get it checked.
They did. The whey protein powder actually causes severe inflammation.
Really?
They said whey does. So I can't do whey.
Is whey wheat?
Whey is dairy.
Okay.
I don't know.
I
We
think
don't
whey,
know.
I think whey is dairy. So
Yeah.
no, it's
If y'all know what whey is, please link an article to
Obviously,
what
we
whey
don't take
is.
it.
Yeah. And they also show an African teen creates a life-changing discovery. They didn't say what this discovery was, but they said his discovery, people are going to be like, whoa.
Wow.
They said it's something in the medical industry.
Wow. So give it up for Africans. Yes. By the way, speaking of medical discoveries, there will be a cure for breast cancer. There will also be a cure for uterine fibroids, they show. Although uterine fibroids can be removed, there's going to be a cure. I just channeled that. I didn't even have that written down. So I think it may be a pill you take or some type of operation you have to do that actually stops the uterine lining from creating fibroids. So be on the lookout for that. But I think I don't know when. But yeah. So there's another cure that's coming. What was it? Breast cancer?
Yes, breast cancer cure.
Cannabis. There will be a cure I'm not talking about, smoke weed and you're going to be cured. Don't think that way. There's a cure that's coming from cannabis that will shock scientists for many years to come. So smoking weed is not going to cure it. Okay? Smoking weed gives you early Alzheimer's.
Cannabis oil.
No, I'm talking from the plant.
Oh, so the marijuana plant's gonna have some type of.
I don't know what it is. It's a cure that comes from it.
I hope so.
Because they can break it down to all of its acids and its DNA.
good.
But some type of cure is coming for it. So be on the lookout for that. You have anything else?
No.
Okay. I got more tornadoes for the South over these next couple years.
Good, great.
They will be in a whirlwind for a few years. Okay. Elon Musk working on sportswear to help athletes perform better. Don't spend your money. It's a dud.
Oh, wow.
It can be a collector's item.
It will work for some, but it's not like it's not a performance enhancement. So they just keep saying it will be a dud. Did I say France considers leaving the European Union? Okay, I did say that. Okay. A well-known company, think like Google. I'm not saying it's Google. Think like Google or along the lines of Google will be utilizing robots in a fun way. Spears says, do not be afraid of AI and robots and supercomputers. Robots will not take over humanity. They're not doing it. They will not be able to develop the consciousness that do it. Robots will be actually getting more and more intelligent. Remember, they're a program. Anyways, robots will not, I already said this, but I'll just repeat it one more time. Robots will not become so conscious that they take over humans or cause a war. Spirit says, leave that theory alone.
So no iRobot?
Huh?
So no iRobot?
I don't know why they're bringing up the flat earth theory. They said that the flat earth theory will be disproven. Like, in a way that even flat earth enthusiasts will be like, dang.
Damn.
Wow.
I've seen that already.
Yeah, like, it's been disproven. Do not think we are, let me try. No, I'm just telling you what Spirit says, because some of y'all take things the wrong way. There will be a first woman president or prime minister. I gotta keep it real, because some of y'all take one thing and run all the way with it, and I'm like, we didn't say that. Nor was that our opinion. We just told you what Spirit said. There will be a first woman president or prime minister in a European country. It will be widely celebrated around the world. I see her in a red suit. Not sure if it represents her political affiliation, stance on something, or simply her outfit of choice. There will be a female president of the United States. She's going to do fantastic and will win over an overwhelming majority. She's very popular, but there will be things that will be brought up out of her closet, like skeletons trying to, like, you know, bring her down, but it's just not gonna work. Okay. Prince Harry leaving the royal family once again. He is making a statement. Okay. It will be making headlines. I also see Harry and Meghan Markle heavily involved in conserving wildlife in all parts of the world, but particularly in Africa. Zebras will be at the top of their list along with some other animals to protect along with other wildlife. He will be working with major animal conservation organizations and will use his voice to protest against treatment of wildlife. He is actually, him and Meghan Markle are really involved. They're not just talking or stamping their name on something. Like, they really are genuinely concerned about the wildlife.
You can train a zebra. I did not know that.
I thought you couldn't.
I didn't know. I thought you couldn't break one. I went to the zoo and they had them doing tricks, and I was like,
really? I didn't know you could train them.
I didn't know either.
The draft will include women. It will be mandatory for many years to come. There's no comeback from this. It's going to stay as is. Okay. I'm not saying with this current legislation thrown up in the air that that's when it will be approved that women have to join the draft, but it's in the future that women will have to be a part of it. More category 4 and 5 hurricanes for the world, mainly the East Coast and the islands. There's a major category 4 or 5 hurricane hitting the Atlantic, so countries along in the Atlantic Ocean or bordering the Atlantic Ocean. They'll be getting pounded by storms in the future. Lindsay Lohan doesn't waste time. Baby number 2 is coming. Bill Cosby is revived. Career reaches new heights.
He's out of jail?
Yeah,
Oh,
Bill
he's out
Cosby
of
got
prison.
like, we did a video on that.
Yeah.
By the way, there is a celebrity who will be talking about rape in their past. Yeah. And it could be Lindsay Lohan, or think of somebody that was popular during Lindsay Lohan's time or shared the screen with Lindsay Lohan. It's one of those 3 scenarios. I didn't dig too much into it to see if it's actually going to be Lindsay Lohan. Joy Behar from The View will be reaching new political heights in her political career. Her career will take a big leap. I also see a big health scare for her. She will be fine in the long run. Let me see here. There's an earthquake, a major earthquake in Indonesia. Supercomputers and AI creating even better cures for humankind. Think along the lines of eczema. The current medications that they use will become 10 times better because the computers will be like, that what you guys are using, they're going to be able to put together things much better than what the human mind may take a while to put 2 and 2 together. Okay? They keep saying something about curing sores. But psoriasis, eczema, just think about skin conditions. There's a mass exodus from the USA to other countries. The other podcast we just did would have loved this one. A mass exodus from the USA to other countries. It's the political climate and future laws that make them leave. On top of immigration that will make some people like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. They said they will not like the future color of America. But not only that, there's going to be different reasons. So you're going to have people like, I don't like the future color of America, of how it's going to look. There's other people like, I don't like this political climate. And other people, I don't like the laws. Okay? And it's a big exodus. Major cybersecurity threat in the USA that will actually have many leaving the US. There will never be a Trump presidency again. This is what Spirit said. This is not what I feel. This is not my opinion. Listen closely. This is not our opinion. If you believe that Trump is going to be president again, you are being duped. That is what the guardian angels said. It's not our opinion. Again, it's not our opinion. I just have to make sure. Major cures. Oh, I already talked about cannabis. Doja Cat's getting married. It's a former artist or a former celebrity. I don't think they're famous currently. I already said there's a breast cancer cure coming. There's a major earthquake hitting the Americas, and because this major earthquake, it actually it affects Mexico too. It's bigger than a 5.6. Also, there are major wildfires again in Canada. I see lots of people fleeing Canada because of these fires. Donald Trump, unfortunately, will not be running again after this election. He may allude to it, but I don't think he's going to do it. He will still be heavily involved in politics, though. He's not going to go down quietly after this election loss. But he will still be heavily involved in politics for many years to come after his loss in this historic election season this year. By the way, I did a video about the widespread chaos that's going to happen after Trump. Okay, it's like a quick 2 or 3 minute video. There's another hotly contested legal battle for Trump. He will not win this legal battle. This happens within a year or in 1 year. And Donald Trump pulls a switcheroo. He changes his political tune on one of his party stances, or something that he claimed that he was either for or against politically. He then changes his tune. So just be on the lookout for that. You guys have anything else?
That was all.
Check out our Celebrity and World Predictions blog on the website. If you like to read cards like we do, enroll in the Oracle Card Readers Academy. Book a reading with Trinity Oracles. It is, July? Let's find out what else is coming for the year. And you know what? Get a head start on what's happening next year. Be ahead of the curve, okay? Next year is a major ending year, so the universe is asking you guys to end, okay? So see what the universe wants you to end, all right? Take advantage. So with that, I'm Jasmine. This is Candace. This is Erica. Avidaje.
See you next time.
Peace.
No.